Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego. How is everybody? I know it's not the usual time for a live stream chat, but lots of people are sending me lots of questions in the YouTube, and it's easier if I just jump on the live stream and answer the questions for you. Okay? Now, we're waiting for our letter from the National Visa Center, okay? And our NOA1 letter is dated April 18th, 2022, and our NOA2 letter is dated May 30th, 2023. And that's 407 days for you guys that count days, or 9,768 hours if you count hours, or 586,080 minutes if you want to count minutes. We don't do that. We just wait for letters. So I filed the K1 visa back in April of 2022, got the NOA1 letter, waited for the NOA2 letter, got the NOA2 letter approval, no RFEs. And now we're waiting for the National Visa Center letter, which is the welcome letter or the packet one, and that takes about 90 days. So probably first week of September into August. But lots of folks were asking me questions in YouTube. One gentleman had an urgent request to talk to me because he got an RFE, and he's a little bit stressed out about it. So here I am. Don't be stressed, okay? And we have Life in North Carolina. Hello from Greensboro, North Carolina. Hey, Life in North Carolina. Good to see you. Archer M. Archer. Now you're in Algeria. Good to see you. Francois Livingston. Hello, Diego and Karina. And Life in North Carolina says I have great news. What is the great news? Come on. Tell everybody right now live. You're live in the whole world. You got people in 150 countries about ready to watch you. Zolia Molina. Hello, Diego. Hi, Zolia. How are you, Zolia? So, I want you guys to not stress, okay, over RFEs. If you get a request for further evidence, it's okay. What does that mean? It means that immigration took your K1 visa package off the shelf at the service center. They looking through it and they're missing something. Okay, you forgot something. Whatever it is, they're going to send you a letter and they're going to say, hey, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, you forgot to include this in your K1 visa package. In order for us, as in USCIS, to approve your package, we need the information. It's kind of like, did you see the first Star Trek movie with William Shatner? And Vija is asking for information. I want the information. It's the same thing. Okay? Just give them the information. Life in North Carolina. Okay, let's see. I checked the USCIS. I was approved. Okay, well, we knew that was coming. My application on the K1 visa, now waiting on the hard copy letter. Wow. High five, not Life in North Carolina. You got to tell everybody in the whole world today, this second, okay, June 26, 2023, you got your NOA2 approval. Now, just wait for the letter. Now, the letter's going to take probably 7 to 10 days, so don't stress that part, okay? Don't stress any of this. And soon you will get your hard copy welcome letter. Make a copy for your beneficiary and get it to her, and she's going to need a copy of that, okay? And Zolia Molina waiting for the welcome. Absolutely. Francois Livingstone, I am so stressed out, you have no idea. I got 2 RFE letters today. Okay, Francois, what's in the RFE letters? What do they want? What information are they asking for? And Archer, congratulations to Life in North Carolina. So Archer in Algeria just said congratulations to Life in North Carolina. And Francois, I don't know who to talk to. Talk to me. Francois, what is the problem? What's in the RFE? Daggy. Hello, Diego. This is Surprise Live Show. Yeah, the Surprise Live Show. I got lots of people asking me questions. And I'm like, my fingers are getting sore. Okay? So I'm going live so I can answer your questions right now. I knew that Francois was stressing out, so I'm going live to answer your questions. Farah and Decan. Hi there, Diego. I assumed that at the end of the fiscal year, being June, no, fiscal year is not June. The end of the fiscal year is September 30th, that things would speed up. It looks as though things have sped up some, to some degree, but will they get faster? Farah, absolutely. Now, the fiscal year for 2023 ends on September 30th, 2023. October 1st, 2023 is fiscal year 2024 for immigration, for the government, basically the whole U.S. government, okay? And by then, you should be seeing, we should be seeing a 9-month turnaround from NOA 1 to NOA 2. It went from 17 months, 18 months to 16 to 15. Now it's down to 12 or 13 months. So things are getting faster and faster the closer we get to the fall. Okay. So Farah, things are going good. Farah, you got it. You're the best, Diego. Thank you. Farah, no problem. I'm here to help you, okay? October 1st is when the fiscal year starts for the U.S. government, not just immigration, but the whole, the State Department, the White House, the military, everywhere. Okay, Francois Livingston. Here's why I'm on the live stream, to help Francois, okay? 2-year meet requirement. We met online early 2022. Being from a different religion and culture, he asked me to marry him, which I accepted. Okay, so we applied for the K-1 visa. Okay, Francois Livingston, have you met face to face? Have you been in each other's physical presence at the same time in the last 2 years? That's what immigration's asking you for. They want to see plane tickets, photos, receipts, hotel receipts, dinner dates. Did you get an engagement ring for your fiance? Did you buy an engagement ring? Did you make a copy? Did you take a picture of it? Did you get a copy of the engagement ring receipt? Did you white out the price? Immigration don't care how much it is. They don't care how much. Okay, so Francois Livingston, yes, we met in February of 2022. Okay, did you face to face? Did you include that information in your K-1 visa package? Did you include it? Let's see. Linley Fiouch. It's been 2 months and we haven't got our welcome letter from the MVC. Well, you got another month to go. 1 more month. It's a 90-day turnaround. So 60 days. Give it another 30 days. Emmy Garcia. Hello, Mr. Diego and Karina. Can you tell me, please, in how many days do you receive your approval letter or Gmail? Well, it took 8 days. I think it was 8 days. When I was checking once a month. On the 30th of every month, I would check my phone in the online case status. And on the 30th of May, it was like 8 o'clock at night. I checked the status, and it said our visa was approved. So, boom. It took 8 days to get the hard copy letter. Didn't take long. It took them a week. Remember, they got to print it. They got to create it. All this information in the computer. Boom. Francois Livingston, face to face. Francois, have you met face to face, in person, in the last 2 years, and you included all that information in your K-1 visa package? Francois, but not 2 years before the application. COVID was going on in the letter. USCIS stated certain date before 2/22. Okay, Francois, if you have not met each other face to face, in person, in 2 years before you filed the K-1 visa, okay, if you met each other face to face 2 years and 6 months ago, and then filed your K-1 visa, you're not going to get it. Your K-1 visa is not going to be approved. But not 2 years before the application. Francois Livingston, yes, we have met face to face and 2 years, but not 2 years before the application was filed. Francois, congressional law, the rules of immigration, okay, the rules, they say you got to meet each other face to face within 2 years before you file your K1 visa application. If you cannot prove that you met within 2 years face to face, your visa is not going to be approved. Francois. Okay. Now, how long you been on this channel? You know this. You know this. Okay. So immigration's giving you the benefit of the doubt, Francois. They're saying, Francois, we want to see evidence that you guys met each other face to face in the last 2 years. Not 2 years and 6 months ago, not 3 years ago, in the past 2 years. No, if you can't prove that, immigration will not approve your visa, and you're going to have to resubmit it all over again from the beginning. Or you can go to her home country or his home country, get married and file the spouse visa. So you're going to have two choices, Francois. You're not going to get your visa, okay, if you haven't met each other face to face in 2 years. It's not immigration rules. It's congressional. The Congress of the United States wrote the law on this, okay? And then immigration has to follow the law. So the people at immigration, the service center, are looking in your package for your boarding passes, your plane tickets, your hotel receipts, your photographs of where you met each other in the past 2 years. If you can't produce that information, your visa will not be approved. I'm sorry to say that to you, okay? And it's sad for me to say that to you, but you got to follow the rules. Do not file a K1 visa unless you have qualified for the benefit, all right? So you got two choices: get married and file the CR1 visa, IR1 visa, file the spouse visa, or reapply, do it all over again, okay, and start at the beginning. Either way, it looks like you're going to have to start from day one again, okay? Francois, sorry to tell you that, but this is the positive channel, but it's the honest and truthful channel. On this channel, you're going to be given the truth about this process. And it's my goal to get you guys qualified, but you gotta follow the rules, okay, of immigration. Jesus Carreno. Hi, Diego and Karina. I'd like to ask you, okay? My NOA1 was October 7th, 2022. Do you think my case will be approved in October 2023? Sure. Following that, processing times have speeded up. Yeah. If you didn't mess up your K1 visa, okay, if you didn't mess it up, you don't get any RFEs or anything like that, boom. By September or October of this year, you should get your NOA2 letter. Jesus. Okay, high five. Boom. Lindley Fielch. Okay, you answered my question. I filed the K1. Let me see. 8 months after I came back to the USA. Oh, you're good. Okay, Lindley. So you filed it within 2 years. You didn't wait 2 years. You got it in within 2 years. Good job. High five, Lindley. Randy Mogus. No, you guys don't. No, you guys don't. Okay. Randy Mogus. I don't understand that question. No, you guys don't. Okay, what? We guys don't what? Ryan Redwood you filed on July 8th, 2022. Okay, great. So this month, next month, probably next month, it's almost July. June's almost gone. Say adios to June. Adios, junio. No más. It's almost July. And in about a week, even maybe less, July filers are going to start seeing their visas getting approved. Ryan Redwood, we filed July 8th, 2022. Francois, we met in February 2022 and met face-to-face in February 2023. Okay. So you got an RFE, right? And they want to see you met face-to-face within 2 years before you filed the visa. If you have that information, if you can prove that, you're good. You'll get your visa. Jesus Sereno. Thanks a lot. De nada. Fingers crossed. Okay. Woohoo. Joe Atala. Hi, Diego. What a nice surprise. Hey, Joe. Yeah, Francois was having a heart attack about his RFE. Okay. And I knew that he had to be, I knew he needed to know the answers to his questions. So I went live to help him. Okay. And to help you guys. So here we are live. Zoila Molina, is it possible to request an interpreter if the petitioner does not speak the language well? Which country, Zoila? Most embassies, like Karina doesn't speak English. So when she has her face-to-face visa interview at the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, she doesn't need to bring a translator with her because the consular officer speaks Spanish. I speak Spanish. I went to a Chinese restaurant today for lunch, and I was surprised it cost me $2.50 for a drink. I almost had a heart attack when I paid my bill. I'm like, my drink is almost as much as my food. What's up with that? But there were a bunch of wonderful Mexicans in the Chinese restaurant, and I got to chat with them for about 10 minutes in Spanish. I got to practice my Spanish. They were telling me they were all working hard and doing well, and I was very glad to talk with them. Okay, so today I got to speak Spanish for 10 minutes with some new friends from Mexico, but I was mad because it cost me $2.50 for a Mountain Dew. That's insane. I'm thinking, was that like 50 cents for an ice cube? Lesson learned here. When I go back to that restaurant, I won't order a drink. Francois, it's okay. And I realized what you were saying. Get married where? Fly out to the UAE? Sure. Fly to the United Arab Emirates, where he is currently working. He is from Morocco, but working at the UAE. Fly to the UAE. Okay, if you know now, Francois Livingston, that you are not going to be able to provide immigration with the evidence that they have requested, you're not going to get your visa. Okay, you're not going to get it. Start planning, get on it, start planning to fly to the United Arab Emirates and marry your fiance and file a spousal visa. Okay, that's the solution for this one. Okay, that's the solution. And then you got to do the paperwork from the beginning over again, but you're going to be filing a Form I-130, and but make sure you get all the evidence and the marriage certificate, and get the marriage certificate translated into English, and get all this evidence so you don't mess up this time. Okay, I will help you. I will help you get through this, but you got to be ready for a new wait time. All right. But you're lucky because it's getting close to October 2023, and it's going to be a lot quicker for you second time around. This is my second K1 visa. Okay. And I went through the K1 visa. I went through the IR1 visa, but I've been through it twice. So I know exactly how you feel, but you got to start thinking, relax, be calm, and start planning a wedding in the UAE. No, it's not another 2-year wait, Francois. It's not going to take that long. Not now. It's not. Francois, Diego, you keep referring to me as he. I am a woman. Okay, Francois, I'm sorry. Francois is I thought you were the sponsor. You are the sponsor, but you're a female. Sorry about that. Okay, Francois. My apologies. Zoila Molina, India. So in India, your beneficiary is gonna go to the consulate, okay, in Mumbai, and I'm pretty sure that the consular officer in Mumbai can speak English and Indian in your language. And Francois, I thought you were a guy. You're a young lady, and I stand corrected publicly. I apologize. Jacob Myers. Wow, this is a surprise. Glad I saw this and joined. Yeah, Jacob. Francois, the young lady, okay, she has her beneficiary fiance in the United Arab Emirates. He's from Morocco, and she desperately needed my help. Okay, so I went live to help her. And now I've solved her problem for her, even though it's going to take a little bit more time. It's not going to take 2 years, Francois. Okay, it's not. It's going to be quicker. Okay, but start getting ready for a spousal visa. Lisa, hi Diego and Karina, how are you? We're doing great, Karina. Watching from Indonesia. Beautiful Indonesia. Wow. Thanks for watching, Lisa, from Indonesia. Joe Atala. When are you going to do an update video for the U.S. Embassy in Beirut? That's a good idea. Beirut, Lebanon. You told me it's on your list. Yeah, I got a list. I got a list of about 40 countries. And I think I did Beirut, Lebanon. Look through the videos for Beirut. I think I did. I already did Beirut. Francois, young lady, don't think about 2 more years, okay? You got to remember, you cannot submit a K1 visa unless you guys have met each other within 2 years before you submit it, okay? But it won't take you 2 years to go through a spousal visa. Francois, relax. Jacob Myers, I was wedding planning today. The stuff is so expensive. Yeah, it's not cheap getting married, is it? It's expensive. It's expensive. It can be as expensive as you want it to be. It can be muy caro or muy barato. It's your choice. Ruben Torres, my fiance is also from Venezuela. Great. Beautiful Venezuela. Is it mandatory to change the last name or keep the same last name? Thank you. You are great. Okay. When you marry, Mr. Sponsor, when you marry your beautiful fiance from her country, whether it's Venezuela or beautiful Nigeria or Indonesia or Kuwait or Beirut or Lebanon or wherever in the world, England, Belgium, France, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, wherever you don't have to change your last name, young lady. If you want to keep your last name, immigration does not make you change your last name. Okay, you don't have to. But in our situation, Karina, my beautiful prometida from Venezuela, she wants to change her last name and take my last name. And then when I file for her adjustment of status paperwork, she'll have everything in my name. It will be Karina Ross. But that's her decision. But you don't have to. You can keep your maiden name. Francois, no worries. I couldn't stop shaking with cold today after I saw the 2 letters this afternoon. Francois, here's the thing, right? If you don't have any evidence of meeting face-to-face in 2 years, my solution to this is not to be stressing it, not to make it a problem. It's not a problem. You just got to fly to the UAE. You guys plan a wedding, get married, get all the paperwork together, get the wedding certificate, the marriage certificate, get all the pictures together, get all the wedding pictures together, have a fantastic vacation in the UAE, come back to America and refile for a spousal visa. Okay? Get it back in the pipeline. Lucilla Floor, good day from Phil's? Philadelphia, Philippines? What is Phil's? My fiance withdrawn our K1 visa because he filed it after 2 years. We started all over again. Well, good job. My question is, how many income taxes is he required to submit? Okay, when you submit the K1 visa, submit just one, the last tax year. Okay, submit your last tax return and bring to the K1 visa embassy interview 3 years worth of tax transcripts, tax returns, W-2s, and 1099s. Will the immigration officer ask you for 3 years worth? No, probably not. But you never know, right? Sometimes they ask for 3 years. In some countries they do. Some countries they don't. In Colombia, they're probably going to ask just for my last tax return. But good job on refiling, by the way. Let me see. Nancy Fanilda. Hi, Diego. Is USCIS backlog for case number to MVC? The MVC's processing turnaround time is 90 days. Okay? Just give it 90 days, 89 days, 100 days, 90 days, 65 days, right in there. Okay? Rand Wheat. I just wanted to tell you again, thanks for all you do. No problem. Glad to help. You keep me patient. You got to be patient. My NOA1 is July 11th, 2022. Feels like I'm in the home stretch. Finally, fingers crossed. Rand Wheat, you're in the home stretch. You're almost there. Next month, you're going to get your NOA2 letter. And then you're going to come on the channel during the live stream and go, I got my NOA2. Woo! Boom. Johnny Grand 67. Hi, Diego. I received my NOA2 June 16th. Okay, good. My letter says that the MVC is taking 4 weeks. Is that correct? No, that's incorrect. The USCIS Service Center says it's taking 16 and a half months in California and Texas to process an NOA2 letter, right? Is that correct? No, it's taking 12, 13 months. Okay, and then by October, November, December, it's going to be 6, 8 months. So it's not correct. It's taking 90 days. Let me see. Marcus Rocha. After NOA2 approval, how long before we get word from Colombia for our case number? Okay, Marcus, you're going to be going through the embassy in Bogota, Colombia, okay, which is on Calle 45. It's going to probably take 3 weeks from the welcome letter. So it's going to take, you get your NOA2 letter. Diego, I will get my NOA2 letter, my welcome letter, my welcome letter from MVC, probably first week of September. Then it's going to take about 3 weeks for the MVC to mail my visa package to the embassy in Bogota. So that's what, let's say the end of September. The end of September, the first week of October of 2023, I'll get a packet 2 email from the embassy in Bogota. There you go. We got your visa package. Start getting to work. Schedule the visa interview. Pay the visa fee. Fill out the DS-160. I'm going to help Karina fill out the DS-160. Okay. She doesn't speak English. It's all in English. So I'm going to help her with it. Right? I want to help her with it. But I'll be doing that from Colombia. As soon as I get the welcome letter, packet 1, and I know I've got my instructions, okay, then what I'm going to do is fly to Colombia. And then I'll do the live streams from Bogota, way up in the mountains. We got real strong internet where Karina was living in this apartment over here. When I went out to visit with her over 2 years ago, it was too small. I said, come on, we're moving. We moved into a bigger place. And then the internet company we had was not very good. I said, get rid of this company, get a new company. And so we got, we had to go through hoops to get internet because Karina's from Venezuela. You got to be a Colombian to get internet. So we had to get our friend who's Colombian to help with that, But we got very strong internet in our apartment in Bogota. And I will continue the live streams, and I will continue. I will go through the process with you guys for what we're doing. So it's going to be about 90 days from NOA2 to the welcome letter, then about 3 weeks from the embassy contacting you from Colombia. Okay, Marcos? Okay, ¿tú entiendes? Bien? Okay. Jacob, how do these people keep getting MVC letters saying that a specific date is being worked on? It's hard telling people 90 days when they throw the letters out. Jacob, people go online all the time. They're just getting ready to process their K1 visa, and they see the time frame is 16 and a half months to get a K1 visa from NOA1 to NOA2 in the service center in California and Texas. 16 and a half months. But it's not taking 16 and a half months. Immigration threw that number out there because they got sick and tired of people calling them saying, what's the status of my visa? Okay. They're getting sick and tired of it. They're trying to do their job to process your visas and get it done. But they keep taking phone calls, telling you guys, not you guys, but other people, well, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait. So I put the channel together for you guys to help you understand the process. You guys should not be you shouldn't be calling immigration. Shouldn't be doing it. Okay. Just wait it out. Okay. Trust me on this. Okay. Trust me. This is my second rodeo. Let's see here. Philip Wilson. The current processing time for visas at the MVC is 26 days after receiving it from USCIS. Why do you think the welcome letter doesn't come for 90 days? Philip. I just explained it. It's 90 days, okay? Right now. Francois, Philip, hang in there, my friend. Be patient. Disregard what's on the NOA2 letter. Okay? Don't pay attention to that. Francois, thanks, Diego. And you have no idea how much I feel better after listening to you. Thank you. Francois, you're good. You can do two things, Francois. Okay, here's your two options. You can fly to the United Arab Emirates and get married, come back to America and file for a spousal visa. Okay, and it's going to be a lot quicker now because it's almost fiscal year 2024. Or you can explain. You can write a letter to immigration, USCIS, respond to the RFE, Francois, and say, "Dear USCIS, I don't have any evidence of meeting face-to-face during the time period that's required, so I'm going to resubmit my K-1 visa with the required evidence. If you would prefer to go through the K-1 visa process again, you can do that." Okay? But what I would do is I would just fly to the UAE, get married, and file the spousal visa. Nancy Fanilda. Okay, Diego. Thank you. No problem. Lausanne Alashi. Why does it seem like things are slowing down in USCIS? They're not slowing down. I was happy they were speeding up. Thank you, Diego. NOA1, 21 September 2022. Things at Lausanne. Things are not going slow at USCIS. Everything's going pretty fast. It's not too bad at all. In fact, it's going to get faster. A year ago, I was saying by 2023, by June or July 2023, it'd be a 12-month turnaround. And it is. Let's see. Daggy, when you help Karina doing the DS-160, I'm going to help her. Will you put your name as the help translator? No, I'll put her name. It asks if someone helped the beneficiary filling out the DS-160. Yeah, I'm going to help her, but I'm going to speak to her in Spanish what the question is, and then she's going to fill it out. I'll say to her in Spanish, there's going to be mucho preguntas en español. So I will speak to her in Spanish what the question is. I'll sit at the table and say, okay, Karina, here's the question, and I'll speak it and I'll translate it. Then she'll respond. She'll punch the X in the box. Boom, 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 boom. It'll take about 90 minutes. But I'm not going to fill it out. I'm going to help her by translating it. Okay? So now if I was actually filling it out, that's different. Then I'd have to put my name in there. But I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to tell her the question, and then she's going to decide what the answer is. Lucille Floor, additional question. Okay, no problem. My fiance is already receiving a pension and he has to work again in order to qualify. What if the previous income taxes are lower and only the latest one can qualify? Is it okay? Yeah. If you have evidence, Lucille Floor, okay, if you got evidence, bank deposits, direct deposits, pay stubs, okay, and the income is much more greater than it was in 2023 than it is in 2022. If you can prove it with pay stubs, bank statements, direct deposit, you're good. Don't worry. As long as you can prove it. Immigration just want evidence. That's all. So you're okay. If the income for 2023 is qualifying, okay, but you don't have a tax return because you filed your taxes in 2022, that's okay. You're going to just have to fill out the I-134 Declaration of Financial Support. You fill out the I-134, and where it says, how much are you going to help your beneficiary? What's your contribution? You're going to put in there the total estimated annual income for 2023. Okay, and if that qualifies, then you're good. You just got to back it up with evidence, direct deposit, pay stubs. Jacob, yeah, but they don't tell people for MVC longer. Like USCIS, they give them this 3 to 4 week timeline. So when I tell people 90 days, they have a form from MVC saying that they are working on cases. Yeah, Jacob, just worry about your visa. Okay. If other people are asking you questions, say, I'm just focus on your visa. Don't create all this extra stress for yourself. All right, Jacob, you're good. Ruben Torres, I live in Naples, Florida, beautiful part of Florida, South Florida. right, on the West Coast, but we are living in Cartagena, Colombia. Okay, I've been to Cartagena, Colombia. Very beautiful place. Very windy. Not in the nighttime, it gets pretty windy, but it's hot. Hopefully, we have the interview in Buenos Aires. Okay, so you live in Naples, Florida. You're currently in Cartagena, Colombia, but you want to have the interview in Buenos Aires. Okay, well, you make sure when you filled out the I-129F, when you filled out the K-1 visa, you better put in there where the consular officer where you want to have the visa adjudicated is in Buenos Aires. What kind of medical tests do we need? Well, that's up to the civil surgeon. The civil surgeon will tell you what medical exams you're going to do. Okay, it's very easy. It's a non-intrusive medical exam. It's easy. They look in your eye, and your mouth, and your ears, and your eyes. They listen to your chest. They take some blood and do a chest X-ray. It's like a physical. Don't sweat the medical exam. Okay, and if the blood test comes back, where you got to get further tests, then do the further tests. Let's see here. Francois, I realize you just gave me advice, but in the state I am in, I don't seem to absorb things right now, and it's going to make me look stupid. Francois, you're not stupid. You filed a K-1 visa. You weren't completely familiar with the process. You didn't know. You made a mistake. Okay, it's no problem. People do it every day. They make the same mistake you made. Okay, instead of worrying about it, just fix it. How do you fix it? Reapply for your K-1 visa with the documentation proving you guys met face to face. Pay the $535 before it goes up in price, and get it done. Okay, but you got to write a letter to USCIS and explain to them what happened. Tell them, dear USCIS, I'm going to withdraw this K-1 visa because I don't have the evidence that you requested. I was not within the time frame required, but I'm going to resubmit my paperwork. Okay, and you're good. But you only got 2 chances at a K-1 visa. You only got 2 chances. I'm on my second rodeo. This is my last chance. And that's okay, because Karina and I, we're going to be together forever. We're joined at the hip. Jacob, would it be wise for MVC to say, hey, it's going to be 120 days? Okay, Jacob, I don't pay any attention to what the letters say, to what MVC is not going to rechange all their paperwork. Okay, only then they're going to have to back and rechange it again, and then rechange it again. MVC sends out a generic paperwork. Okay, but I don't pay attention to it. I don't pay attention to it. I pay attention to what is really going on. And what's really going on is it's a 12-month turnaround from NOA 1 to NOA 2. It's a 3-month turnaround from NOA 2 to welcome letter. It's a 3 to 4 week turnaround from the welcome letter to the packet 2 embassy letter. And then you got to wait to get the embassy freed up so you can schedule the visa interview. That's the process. It's about 18 months. So don't just quit looking at the paperwork. Stop. You're going to get a headache. Daggy, would it be a problem at the interview if I helped him like you, since my fiance doesn't speak English? You going to help? The officer wouldn't ask him how he understood it and filled out the DS-160 if he doesn't speak English. Okay, Daggy, if you're at the visa interview with your beneficiary, you don't say a word. You do this, you keep this closed unless the immigration officer asks you a question. Okay? If the immigration officer asks you a question, you answer back. But if the immigration officer doesn't ask you a question, you don't introduce anything into the conversation. You sit there. Okay, Daggy? Lucilla, thank you very much, Diego. You're welcome, Lucilla. We are here for you. We're going to get you through this. Jacob, it's not for me. I'm just waiting, but I'm trying to help people in these Facebook groups so they stop stressing out. Jacob, Facebook is the place of negativity. Everybody's freaking out, stressing out, putting out bad information, telling everybody this and when it's this, and people are just getting sick and stressing out. Okay? Stay out of there. Daggy, I won't be there. Okay, Daggy, then you're good. Jacob Myers, I like to try and be as helpful as I can with the knowledge I learned. That's good. No problem, Jacob. It's good to help people. Okay? But when somebody asks you a question and you respond, okay, don't go into a 2-hour PhD dissertation trying to convince somebody it's one thing when you know that you are right. When you know you are right and you have given them correct information, and then, like, for example, you can go into a Facebook group and a person asks the question, what's the wait time between NOA2 and the MVC welcome letter? And then you say, it's 90 days. And then the person responds back, well, the MVC letter says it's 2 to 4 weeks. And this person over here said he got his in a week, which is a lie. And then this person said he got his in 2 weeks, which is a lie. So you ask yourself this question, why did you waste your time in there? Somebody asked you a question, you give them the answer. If they don't like the answer, they try sometimes to make the answer to where they want it to be. Okay, it's kind of like putting square pegs in a round hole. You can't do it. They ask you a question, you give them the correct answer, and then you move on. Okay, don't spend the next hour trying to convince them that they're right when you know you're right. But it's a good thing you're helping people. Brick T Solomon, hi, I would like to withdraw the case, but my case is in the MVC. You want to withdraw your K1 visa case? Okay, it's not hard to do. Here's the way you do it. You send an email to the MVC and say you want to withdraw the case. Send them an email. Identify who you are, the case number, etc., etc. You got to identify who you are and withdraw it. It's not hard. Francois, I applied 10 years ago for the same thing, but I stopped it real early in the process. Diego, is that considered number one? Did you get a NOA1 letter, Francois? Did you get an NOA1 letter? But more than 2 years have passed. It didn't go anywhere, right? Nothing happened. I need more information. Ashley Santana, do you have an Instagram page? Do I have Instagram? I don't use Instagram. Honestly, I cannot stand social media. Facebook, Instagram is the world of drama. Okay? Drama. I don't like drama. So I don't go in there. But I got a Facebook account because I want to keep an open communication publicly for immigration so they can see what I'm doing in Colombia with Karina. I'm using Facebook for immigration purposes. Okay. If I go on a trip to somewhere, like I went to Cartagena with Karina, I put it on Facebook. I can see it. Immigration can see it. It's a timestamp. Okay. But when Karina and I are married, okay, and she's a U.S. citizen and she's American, I'm done with Facebook. Boom. Adios, Facebook. It's history. I'm done with it. I can't stand it, honestly. But some people like it. Pete B, super chat. Thank you, Pete B. Much appreciated. From Minnesota. Yeah, I know you're in Minnesota, Pete B, and you're patiently waiting on your welcome letter, just like we are. And Pete B, thank you for that super chat. Okay, you are appreciated. Karina and I appreciate you for that. Okay, thank you. That's a great generosity there. Let me see here. So, Bricky, you can withdraw your case at the MVC. Just send them an email. I want to withdraw my case. But think about that before you do. Think about why. Why do you want to withdraw your case? What happened? Can you fix it? Can you fix the problem? Or do you have to withdraw? Think about it. Francois, I was thinking of getting an attorney through a program at work where it is free, but for a short-time assistance. No, Francois, you don't need an attorney. You don't want to put another person in control of your visa package. Okay. You made a little mistake on the first time around when you process, you send it in, you didn't quite follow the directions. It's no problem. Reapply for your K1 visa. But first thing you got to do is you got to tell immigration you don't have the information. Okay. You don't have the data, you don't have it. Apologize and tell them you're going to reapply for your K1 visa. Then I'll help you for free. No charge. I'll save you $4,000. Bricky. How long will it take me if I want to engage to a new one? You got to wait 2 years, Bricky. If you withdraw your case because you don't want to be with this person, you cannot file another K1 visa for 2 years. Okay, if you've been approved already, 2 years from the approval date on your NOA2 letter, whatever that date is, you got to wait 2 years before you can file for a new K1 visa. I had to do the same thing, but my first K1 visa was 2016. It was December 2016. I filed for my second K1 visa in April 2022. That's 17, 18, 19, 6 years passed, but you got to wait 2 years. And if you don't, your visa will get denied. Got to wait 2 years. Jacob Myers, I know you talk about having a social media post. We are the same. And it causes so much drama. So we don't really post on, it's going to cause issues at the interview. No. Here's the thing with Facebook, okay? People either like me on Facebook or they don't. I don't care if they like me or they don't. I'm using Facebook as a means to help the immigration process so immigration can see where I'm at, what I'm doing, and what day and what time. It's evidence. It's fantastic evidence. If somebody doesn't like my post on Facebook and they send me something nasty, that's not my problem. And I laugh at them and I block them. Okay? It's not important to me. I don't care about what their opinion is if it's negative. Okay? It's not my problem. It's their problem. Okay? And I just say, okay, you're having a bad day. Go watch a movie. Boom, block. And continue with your life. But I cannot stand Facebook. I can't stand it. I can't stand Instagram. But Karina loves Instagram. She's just nuts about Instagram. She does all of her cake baking and she gets lots of all these different ideas about how to make cakes and stuff on Instagram. Brett Key, he is so abusive. You need to get rid of that guy. If he's abusing you, okay, get rid of him. Francois, I think so. And I truly, honestly, I don't remember about NOA1. I don't even remember the dude's last name. There you go. Francois, what you're going to do is you got a choice of two things. You can file for the second K1 visa, reapply, treat it as a second one, or get married. And you're good. And then you can be in America together. You're not going to get blocked, okay? Because something didn't happen. Something didn't work out 10 years ago. Jacob, we only use Facebook Messenger for talking. There you go. I don't use Facebook Messenger for chatting to Karina. Okay. I use WhatsApp. WhatsApp is encrypted. Facebook Messenger, the employees at Facebook, if they want to read your message traffic, if they want to see what you're talking about, they can log into you and there's no privacy. You got no Fourth Amendment protections in Facebook. Okay. I don't use Facebook to chat with. I just use it to post a picture. Here I am with Karina and her family having a wonderful time in Bogota. That's it. Friends, let me see. Lausanne. Brick, even if he doesn't come to the USA, just get away from that guy. Get rid of that guy. Withdraw that case. If he's abusing you, you don't want that. Lausanne, Alashi. Do you have an email that we can reach out to you through for questions related to I-129F application? Lausanne, every time I put my email out there, I get all these people, I don't know who they are. They keep trying to hack my email account. They keep trying to hack it. It's not going to then they can get control of the channel. And I laugh at them. I was a computer guy in the Navy. Okay. I was logistics, computers, and computer programmer, all kinds of. I don't like putting out my email. Let's see, but it's I've got it posted in my YouTube channel somewhere. Just look through there and you'll probably find it. Francois, a little mistake. I wish this group can see me now. I fell asleep after reading those letters and got up 3 hours later thinking it was the next day and I missed going to work. Well, then you just have to make up the time at work, Francois. Ashley Santana, how long is the beneficiary's residency contingent for? Not sure how to pose the question. How long do I have to send my beneficiary back even after we marry in the case it doesn't work out? Ashley, you can send your beneficiary back anytime you want if you don't want to be together. Okay? There's no time frame. It could be the first week, or it could be, within 2 years. Usually the probationary green card is 2 years long. Once they get a green card, 10-year green card, okay, you're responsible for that person. When you sign the affidavit of support, Form I-864, to apply for the green card, Mr. Sponsor, Ms. Sponsor, you become responsible for your beneficiary until he or she either becomes a U.S. citizen, has got 10 years worth of work credit, okay, through the Social Security office, you got provable, or the person goes back to his or her home country, or the person dies. So if you marry somebody and you bring them here to the United States and you get them through the green card process and they got a green card, okay, and then you guys get divorced, guess what? If you file for another green card for somebody else, you have to include that other person on your application as your financial beneficiary. You're financially responsible for your beneficiary if you get divorced. Okay, so like in my case, okay, I got divorced from my foreign national. She didn't like living in America, so she wanted to go back home. She was scared of hurricanes. The weather was bad. She didn't like hot weather. So I took her back to her home country. We got divorced. So when I fill out my adjustment of status for Karina, okay, I don't have to include her as a beneficiary. I'm not responsible for her because she left America. She left the country. Okay? That's her choice. But if she had stayed in America, divorced or not, I'd have to claim her, and my income would have to be double just to take care of her plus my new fiance. Okay, so be very careful about the I-864, okay, affidavit of support. Read it very carefully. You're signing a contract with the U.S. government, telling the U.S. government if you are married or not, you're responsible financially for this person. Let's suppose then you get married to somebody and they come to the United States, they get their 2-year green card, you get a divorce, okay, and that person goes on welfare or Social Security, SSI, or Medicare, whatever. Guess who gets the bill? You do, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, because you're still responsible financially for that person. So if somebody comes to America, you get married, you get divorced, they got a green card, they go marry somebody else and have a nice life somewhere in a different state. If that person becomes a public charge, you get the bill, Mr. Sponsor. I bet you didn't know that. Now you do. The only way you can get around that is if they go back to their home country, they become a U.S. citizen, they got 10 years worth of work credits, or they pass away. Let's see what we got here. Juniper, Francois, that ought to get a laugh. Francois, you're good. I'm going to get you through this, okay? Without messing up this time. Jennifer Macwan, my approval on my case was 5/11/2022. Okay, so you're talking about NOA. So you should get your NOA 2 letter. You should have it 5/11. Now, is that November 5th, 2022 or May 11th, 2022? Because some countries, they transpose the dates on their dates. In Colombia, when I'm on the bus, I'm on the Transmilenio with Karina in Colombia, and I'm looking at the date on the LED light, and it's not right. I'm like, the date's not right. Hey, Karina, ¿cuál es tu problema? No bueno. It's reversed. Okay. Hi, Tim, Art for Art. Art for Art. Hello from Morocco. Hey, hello. Art for Art in Morocco. Hatim and Sarah, couple. Hi, Hatim and Sarah. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, doing good. Sarah Baha, what are your thoughts on WhatsApp? WhatsApp is good, Sarah. WhatsApp is encrypted. Okay, it's encrypted, which means your chatting and your communication is private. The only way anybody can get into it would be through a warrant. They'd have to get a warrant through a judge. But Yahoo Messenger, there's no privacy there. I can't stand it. WhatsApp is good. Jacob, Diego, I'm so anti-police state, and now you just told me Facebook is watching my chats. I'm not saying they're watching your chats. I'm saying they could. They could. Employees at Facebook can go into your Messenger chats and read them if they want to. I don't use Messenger. I don't use Facebook except for posting pictures for immigration. Britkey, even if I withdrew before he has the interview, do I have to wait 2 years for my new fiance? Yeah, you got to wait 2 years. You got to wait 2 years, Big T. From the approval date on the NOA 1 letter. It's either the NOA 1 or the NOA 2. I'll double check. But you got to wait 2 years from the approval, which is the NOA 2. Jin Ganesh. Hi, Diego. Any update on July 2022? Still waiting. July hasn't started yet. When July starts processing NOA 2 letters, I'll make a video for you guys, okay? Francois, I think I'll apply for the K1 visa because it's easier. There you go. And you learn that because you watch this channel, right? You watch this channel and you learn the K1 is easier. And it is. It's a whole lot easier than going through a spousal visa. Let's see here. Jace, let me see. Wish me luck. Francois, you're going to be just fine, okay? Jason, since my fiance and myself don't use social media, she wanted to know what immigration will look at on her phone. Nothing. There's nothing to look at, right? They won't even probably ask her for it. Please see update on date. 5/11/23. So was that your NOA 2 letter? So you got your NOA 2 letter, 5/11/23. So you got to wait 3 months for your packet 1 from the National Visa Center. After K1 approved, do I process already? When your K1 is approved at the NOA 2 level, you're going to wait for the National Visa Center to contact you. Jacob, I wish they would encrypt everything. Jacob, stay off of Facebook Messenger. Don't use Facebook Messenger. Okay, don't use it. Everybody's, it's not private. WhatsApp is. Art for Art. Hard Tim. I want to ask you about the time I hear that's 3 months. It's 90 days to get interview today in my country. Which country? Remind me again, which country? Hey, Diego, it's me, GS in London. I know you're in London, GS. I'm eating Cadbury chocolate in bed. Seriously, don't make a mess on the sheets because it could melt. Although you're in England, it's cold, right? Do you have those radiators, those hot water radiators keeping you warm? Or you got lots of blankets on the bed? I'm flying to the USA soon, my first flight to the USA. Fantastic. You're going to have a blast, and you're going to Arizona, if I remember. Please explain the stamp I need on my passport when I enter the USA. Well, you probably got a B2 visa, tourist visa. That's your stamp. Got your B2 visa, right, GS? You're good to go. Maciel Martinez, and stay warm under those blankets, okay? England's cold. And eat some fish and chips for me tomorrow with a pickled onion and lots of vinegar and salt. Maciel Martinez. Hello, Diego. Does retrogression affect K1 visas? What is retrogression? Quit using those big words on me, Marcel. I'm retired from the Navy, remember? I don't have a PhD. Retrogression is a big word for me. I don't know. I can't answer the question. Ask me a different way. Jason Mabry. I think my question about the DS60 was missed. Jason, what's the question? Repeat it. Hi, Tim, Art for Art, Mike. Why all this roles like that changing after pandemic? When the pandemic hit, when COVID hit the world, okay, which country caused it? Which country? I'm not going to say, you guys know, but it shut down the whole world, right? Embassies closed. The State Department closed. USCIS closed. MVC, everything closed, which means visa processing stopped, which means people kept submitting K1 visas, but they were sitting on a shelf. There was like about 60,000 of them, plus more, even more. Immigration did a fantastic job catching up and getting that backlog adjudicated. Give them a high five, okay? Francois, do I have to wait 2 years to apply again, Diego? I'm apologizing. I don't know in your case. I don't think so, because you are applying. I don't know. When was your I would, in your case, when did you get your NOA2 letter? Okay, or your NOA1 letter? What's the date of your? Here's what I would do, Francois. I would apply 2 years from the date on your NOA1 letter. That's what I would do. Okay, so that's not much time left, right? A couple of months. Give you some time to get your stuff together for a successful visa. Look at your NOA1 letter, look at the receipt date, and wait 2 years from that receipt date. Let me see. Hard team R for Art. They want people to give up. No, they don't. They don't want people to give up. Hard team R for Art. If they wanted people to give up, they would close the program down and get rid of it. It's a benefit. It's just a process. You are correct, Mr. Diego, Francois. R for Art, do you know any information about the embassy in Casablanca, Morocco? I made a video about it. Check through the videos. Go through the video list and you will find the video about Casablanca. Jennifer Macwan. Thanks, Diego. No problem, Jennifer. Nelson Godwin, Facebook privacy policy. If it's on Facebook, it's not private. Nelson, you are correct. You're right, buddy. Francois, don't quit so easily. There you go. Francois, I like your attitude. Francois, I'm going to help you get your visa approved this time, okay? GS, it's hard here. Yes, Diego, Arizona. Yes, I have a B2 and ESTA. Okay, an ESTA. I will stuff my face with pickled onion and think of you. Oh, thank you so much. Pickled onion, fish and chips, okay, codfish in batter, all right, with lots of vinegar and salt. That's my favorite. Can't spell good. Cheers, I got the same poster. Thumbs up for that. Oh yeah, you like the poster? Whenever I put a video together for you guys, I always put a little UFO in the video. See if you can find it. Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. It's a shame how you're old and frown now. It's a shame how you're old and frown now. Who, me? I'm frowning and it's a shame I'm old. Not me. I'm happy as a clam. Let's see here. Don't be rude, Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid's having a rough day. Okay. Now, this is a constitutional republic. This is a republic channel, right? If you think we need to remove Kool-Aid from the chat, let me know and I'll take him off the chat. But right now he can stay. He can be rude if he wants. It doesn't bother me. Let's see. Francois, NOA1 was June 3rd, 2022. Okay, so June 3rd, 2022, June 3rd, 2024, excuse me. June 4th, 2024 is when I would be looking at filing your K1 visa over again. Okay. So, but I'll investigate that some more for you for the next live stream. Next live stream is on Wednesday, right? I'll have an answer for you then on when you can reapply. Art for Art. They send me letter from USCIS and I'm waiting answer for interview. Okay. Pay them again $300 for K1 visa. So you paid $300 for your visa fee. I thought it was $295 for Casablanca. I don't know. Let me know, guys, if you want me to boot Kool-Aid out of here. Jason Maybury, my question: what if the DS-160 is included in the interview fee? It's not. The DS-160 is free. There's no charge for the DS-160. Okay, it's no cost. It's a free form. You just got to pay for the interview. Why is it needed when the K1 override the travel visa? Okay, you got to have the DS-160 because the DS-160 is the application for the visa. The K1 visa, okay, gets approved, gets adjudicated by whatever you fill out on the DS-160. The DS-160 is the application for the K1 visa. You're going to upload a photograph with the DS-160, a passport photo, your beneficiary. That goes into the that's going to be your K1 visa. The DS-160 is free. Just don't mess up the form. Help your beneficiary. If you want to help her or help him. But it's free. Art for Art. I miss my wife so much. Yes, indeed. We all miss our beneficiaries, our wives, our fiancés. We all miss them. But what do? You stay busy. Stay busy, and you'll get through the process. And you'll get there. And then very soon you'll be reunited. Faye Abueva, still waiting for NOA 2. Filed April 26, 2022. We've been together for almost 9 years. Woo, that's a long time. Yeah, but if you've been together for 9 years, if you didn't mess up the paperwork, you're done. You're in. Your visa is going to be approved very easily. Lozan Alashi, I miss my fiance in Jordan. Yeah, I can understand that. I understand that. Art for Art, I have just one letter from us embassy after 15 months of processing. Hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there, guys. I miss Karina. Karina right now, Karina, she's got an equivalent degree in America with tax accounting, and she's in business management. So right now what she's doing is she's helping her friend Mihai, that's how you pronounce it, set up her ice cream store in northern Bogota for free. Karina is giving her knowledge and her time and her expertise to help her friends set up her business. Karina is staying busy. Busy. Don't think about the K1 visa. Don't think about immigration. Don't think about the embassy. Don't think about any of that. Stay busy. And then one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be on a plane flying to America. So hang in there, guys. All right, now I've been talking for 1 hour and 8 minutes. Okay. Jacob says he works 7 days a week to keep busy. I have one day off, Thursday. I take off on Thursdays. And even on Thursdays, I'm working. But I'm answering all your questions in YouTube, right? I don't take a day off. Art for Art, thanks for sharing all the information, bro. You're welcome, Art for Art. And Francois, I'm going to get you through this K1 visa, okay? Don't stress that RFE. Respond to immigration. I'm sorry, I don't have the information you require. But explain what happened. Explain. And then I will find out for you by Wednesday what is the answer for when you can reapply for your K1 visa. Jin Ganesh, we appreciate you, Diego. Art for Art, you're a good man. I hope always the best for you, bro. I hope the best for you. Also, Art for Art. Francois, I look forward to your next live chat. If you know how long do I have to wait, or do I call USCIS? You can call. This would be a time when I would say you need to call USCIS. I'm going to investigate it for you, Francois, and help you. Okay, young lady? But this would be the time to call immigration and say, hey, I filed my K-1 visa without meeting face-to-face within the 2-year required time period. My mistake, mea culpa, lo siento, lo siento. Then you need to, and then they will tell you, they'll look your name up in the computer, and they will tell you exactly when you can reapply. All right, guys? Pete B, thank you for that super chat. Karina and I will go. I want to get Mountain Dews on Pete B at our favorite pizza restaurant. Francois, will see you on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Time, U.S. Jackie Merrill. Okay, let's see. Jackie's here. Hi, Diego. Hi from Texas. Fiance is from Algeria. Okay. NOA 26923, although NVC takes about 90 days. You're correct. Should we still email them at 30 days just to show we are waiting? No. They don't do anything until you reach 90 days. Okay? 89 days. 89 days. Okay, Lausanne. Thank you, Lausanne. Francois. Okay, one more. I wanted to ask your opinion before I go and call. Okay. Okay, Francois, give me, what's the question? I'm going to help you. You get the last question, Francois. Francois, I will be here. Good night from New York. Francois is in New York City. Okay, see you guys Wednesday at 5 p.m. Francois, please don't stress this. I'm going to help you.